welcome to One Player. Today, this has got to be the smallest footprint game that I have ever had on the channel. I can literally cover it up with my hand. Yes, we are playing 13 Sheep. It is another edition of the Pea and Pop series, and today we are rolling some dice, protecting some sheep, and running our beautiful, beautiful farm. Here we have some corn planted, I think, it's like Stardew Valley. I think this is corn in the summer, and maybe we're letting this go fallow, which is a bit of a waste of land, so I'm gonna have to talk to my Junimos about that. Here we are, very, very simple game. I'm not even gonna show you the rules. I think they're probably, even smaller than this, the game board. You can print 4 of these to a page. There's 2, I think in the print and play edition, there's 2 versions or 2 layouts you can play, but then there's a generator online, so you can actually generate random setups, which is what I've done here. Today is 4/18, and it'll just randomize it. So I don't know necessarily if they're like really going to play as well as the 2 kind of the ones that the creator actually planted intentionally, but let's just give it a go. I mean, these sheep are going to be hard to protect, especially this one down by the bush. So very, very simple overview. We've got 11 rounds with which to play in. We roll a dice each round. We then draw a fence of the matching dice roll and try to protect our sheep from, I suppose, wolves. This is a little wolf up here. We can do that by surrounding them entirely, and they have to be surrounded entirely in order to score points. Now, when I first played this, I just tried to make one giant enclosure to get them all, which was a foolhardy tactic. I didn't realize that you could score for multiple pens, I guess you would call them. So I'm not going to try and do that again this turn, but it did work out pretty well, and it's been the highest score that I ever got. So maybe the strategy was the best, I'm not sure. Just try and build the biggest pen you possibly can. Regardless of that, once we get down here, you can see there's different dice rolls. If you score equal to or more than that dice roll, you have to stop. So these 4 are kind of a maybe-ish, if you get there, you can carry on kind of thing. There you go. Well, let's play. I mean, this is gonna be the quickest. I can't believe I've just done that. This is gonna be the quickest, and as I said, definitely the smallest game I've ever played on the channel. So let's enjoy. By throwing the dice off the table. Apparently, I need to contain my dice as well as my sheep, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to cover up some of this landscape with our beautiful grassy, ruler, fenced-in dice tray. Let's put this that way around so you can see this brighter than you can this. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now we're ready to start, and we're gonna roll a 3. So let's cross off this to remember that we've done it, and this is our 3 here. So we can rotate this, but we cannot flip it. So it has to be 2 long and then 1 to the left, but it can be, like a Tetris, like a Tetramino. We could flip it if we wanted to. Tempted to put it down at the bottom somewhere and try to this is a nice little cluster of sheep here that I'm intrigued by. We cannot put fences through bushes, which is why they're there. But as far as I'm playing it, a bush does not count as a fence. So if we, for example, were to enclose some sheep, but then there was a gap with a bush in it, I don't think that counts. That's how I've been playing it. I'm not sure. The rules don't state it. Probably, I think there's a P&P version of this game, and then there's an actual like printed version you can buy. I haven't read those rules, but there we go. Anyway, that's just what we're going with. I'm gonna put this right down the bottom here. I'd like to try and group these 5 sheep together if possible. So that is gonna be my first turn. Second turn, we've got a 4. Same shape, just a little bit, or a flip to the other side, with which, actually, I don't feel too bad about. If I put it here, we've then got only a single gap, and you'll notice that really none of these are just a single length, so it might be quite tricky, actually, to fill it in. I'd have to score a 5 in order to go like dink, dink, dink like that, where really I'd prefer to get a 3 and go up here to the left. So with that said, this 4 isn't the greatest roll, but I suppose if I put it here, it would take us another, you can see we're starting our enclosure off, can't you? We've got a 1, and that surrounds a single sheep, which again isn't the best, but oh, and I should say we can't draw fences over existing fences. So for example, I couldn't, you know, place this one and draw like this. Like I can't draw it over existing fences. I have to go find a place that I do not have a fence in currently. So I could surround this sheep like this, but then I'm going to need to fill this in, and that's going to be impossible. I'm going to need to link it somehow, and that's going to be impossible. So I'm not going to do that. What I will do is, I can't place it on this guy because he's got a bush next to him, so that's a bit of a shame. Can't place it on this guy either. Oh, I suppose I could. I could come up and down, couldn't I? I could come up and around this sheep. These other sheep have been spread out quite far. I'm a bit perplexed with what to do with these folks. Like, this is going to score me, if I manage to capture all of these, it's going to score me 12 points, which isn't terrible. And then if I, you know, I think it's going to be as much effort to try and get like 2 of these together and just score 3 points. So I could just try and go score a lowly point somewhere, couldn't I, really? I mean, this guy's already got a bush and a fence next to him. So if I do this little one, then I can try to maybe pair these 3 together. I don't know. We'll just see. You know, I'm overthinking it, obviously. We've got a 5, so this little S shape here. And that is going to go nicely in a place that I haven't yet seen. Oh, it's going to go nicely here, isn't it? There. For our next turn, let's see. We've got a 6, and it's another little squiggle. And I think that will allow us to... I like the thought of boxing off this sheep here, but then at the same time, then it really would only give me a 1 to be able to roll, you know, to be able to fill in this little gap. So where else could I possibly put this to be useful? I could put it here. And actually, that is, I feel pretty good about that. 1, 2, 3, like that. And then we've got a straight shot here and then a straight shot here, and we get another 2. So I don't know, let's try that. It's a 3, which is a nice long... I could actually put that here, couldn't I? Even though it's a bit weird, I've got a piece of fence that I don't need. I could put it here. And then I'd just need to be able to do either a 1. I would be able to roll a 1, a 3... or a 5 to be able to click this off. So yes, I think I will do that. I could also do it at the top here. I don't think it matters. I'm going to do it here. All right, we're getting down to it now. We've got another 3. Okay, so then I probably will... I probably will put that one at the top. And now we're pretty close to being able to fence in those darn sheep. Now, if I roll a 6 here, it's game over, so that's pretty terrible. It's not, so I can carry on. And a 4 gives us that, gives us the 3 backwards. So you know what? Let's guarantee those points. 5 sheep in that pen. I like the look of it. Let's not score a 5. Oh my gosh, we did score a 5. Well, that's terrible. So we're gonna do this last one, and then the game ends. So, oh, I can't close these 2 off. I've got 2 places where it's empty. That's a real shame. I suppose I could try to finagle it so I can I capture this one? No, I can't because like it would overlap here, like that up there. Oh, that's frustrating. All right, so I'm only gonna score 5, aren't I? Yeah, 5, that's it. Because I can't do this, and the edge of the map, of course, doesn't count as a fence either. So even if I like put it around this guy, he's just going to wander off the map and get eaten by a wolf. So, okay, all right, well, that's it then. So that's where we finish, and we've managed to capture 5 sheep, so that gives us a score of 12. There you go, easy as pie. That is 13 sheep. You know what? I would play this on the bus, I would play this on the train, I would play it, not whilst driving, don't do that. Riding a bike, maybe, worth a challenge? Probably not, though. You know, don't roll and drive. But what a fantastic, you know, print yourself a stack of these, all random again. You can generate like as many random ones as you want. Print yourself a little stack of these, take them anywhere, and you've got a 5-minute dice game that you and believe me, even though the video is probably gonna be like 10 minutes long, you could play this in 5 minutes without any problems. I just blather on and try to overthink things, I think, a bit too much. That is going to be it from me. That's it. 13 sheep. I love it. So simple and so easy to play. And try to beat your score. What did you get? 12? My top score is 17. I got a pen of 6 and then a little pen of 1. So I scored 17. Not the best, I know, but I feel pretty good about it after playing, I think this is my 5th or 6th round, I don't know. That is going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do drop a like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. I would love to have you on this journey of solo board gaming. Share the channel with someone else that you might know that you think might like the content, and that would be amazing as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.